believe it's the end of the world. I don't believe it's the end of mankind.
Maine taxi driver stories, anyone? Be me, young taxi guy driving along native tribe named Lake. See kid walking by the side of the road, 11:30 p.m. Kid's dressed in a sweat-stained t-shirt and sport shorts, no shoes. Pull off, unlock the door, and ask him to get in. Nice guy taxi driver.jpg. Kid gets in, thanks me for the ride. Turn up air conditioner and let him cool. Tell me he's going up to the head of the lake where his parents live. Drop him off, tell him to get some shoes. He laughs and goes inside. Pick up newspaper a few days later. Kid is dead. Drunk driving, drove into the lake. Find out from cop buddy that the kid's body was in the car. Happened 2 hours before I picked him up. Still get the heebie-jeebies every time I drive by that lake. I have a shit ton more because Maine is haunted as fuck. Meh, fuck it. I don't get a chance to tell these stories often enough. Halloween is when people want to hear about it. Maine taxi guy again, by the way. Get a call to pick up at the south end of the county. Tiny woodland town, maybe 500 residents. No gas station, that's how tiny it is. 8 p.m. at night, late dusk in other words. Still light but limited. Headlights are on. Logging the run while waiting for the customer at his trailer, which sits right next to a cliffside earth bank leading to the stream below. Toot horn because I waited 5 minutes and nothing. See a tall, shadowy figure rise up from the bank. Figures the guy. It is. He gets in the back and asks to go to McDonald's, which is like 30 minutes away. Tell him the fare. He's cool with it. We're all up to Mickey D's and roll down the window in the rear so he can order for himself. Dude orders 85 cheeseburgers, 100 large fries, and 15 chicken wraps. Why wasn't I invited, bro.jpg? Girl on the mic is like, what the fuck is going on? 30 minutes to get the food ready. Take him home. Ask him why all the food.
We're my friends who live in the woods.
Friends?
These guys hate electricity.
Hermits, huh? McDonald's big in the hermit community?
Hey man, don't knock it, okay? They saved me from the demons that live in my house.
Cool guys. They just want fries and burgers in return?
They're nice like that.
The fare is like $45. He hands me $200 and asks me to help him bring the stuff to the edge of the bank. Hear a bunch of bags being opened. Happy grunts. Shake head and get back in car. Nope the fuck out of there. I got a few more stories about the Baron of Burgers. Get a call from Central about picking up Burger Baron. Noontime. Sure, I can spot his friends if they want my beef jerky. Sasquatches? Roll up and find BB has axed the telephone pole next to his trailer down. No power to the house now. How did he call? Cell phone, probably. Whatever, dude is loaded. Toot the horn. Guy comes over the ridge. Bro has gone full Grizzly Adams. It's been like 2 weeks since Burger Baron stalked down by the stream. Fur coat, raccoon hat. He smells like beef stew.
Hey, it's you again,
he says as he gets in the back again. Yeah, how are your friends?
Awesome, we all live in the woods now.
Yeah? Get the fur coat at Goodwill?
Nah, man, my friends made it for me.
The hat too?
Nah, my cousin bought it for me from Cabela's.
Oh, my bad.
It's cool, it's a cool hat.
Alright, Where are we heading, Chief?
Up to the mall.
It's like $130 up there, man. You sure?
It's all good.
Here we go, .jpg. Take him to the mall upstate. He falls asleep in the back. Sleeps like a baby back there. I almost forgot he was there if he didn't smell like soup. We get there. He flashes a 50 and says he'll tag that on top of everything, including the tip if I come in and push the cart. Whatever, I'm up for it. We go into the home supply store and buy blankets, jackets, tents, etc. Building an encampment?
Sure am, Uncle Josh.
Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm David.
No, you're Uncle Josh.
Hey man, you're paying waiting time, so you can call me Mama if you want.
No, you're such a guard, Uncle Josh.
Okay, then. Time to check out. Start down the pots and pans aisle. Guy leaps in front of me and shoves me and the cart back.
Uncle Josh! Are you crazy? They'll eat you!
Pardon me all the fuck, Chief, I didn't see him! Holy shit, this guy is insane. He grabs one of the blankets and drapes it over me and holds me as if I'm an injured soldier and takes me to the cash out aisle. Girl at the counter giggles. They'll eat me, I tell her, winking. She nods slowly and she scans the tags. He ponies up $500 in cash and tells her to keep the change. Load up the car. Where to now, Daddy? More bucks? He laughs and says to take him home. Falls asleep again. Get home and he puts $300 in my hand and kisses my cheek. Ew.
See you soon, Uncle Josh.
He waves to me as he starts throwing blankets and tent down into the embankment. Shut the trunk and cruise away. I got crazy on me. Blech. Maine taxi guy again. Get orders from Central that I'm supposed to spend the weekend at a ski lodge downstate with one of the company's most valued customers. Oh yeah! This means that I get to drive in
the Escalade.
Heated leather seats, navigation, satellite radio. Also means that I get to hang out with ski bunnies all weekend between trucking high mucky mucks between the lodge and the town at the bottom of the mountain. Ooh, this gonna be good. Happy family, 2 teens, braces, cute as fuck. Mom and dad are too busy with their Blackberries. Kids get bored of listening to their music. Tell them about Burger Chief. Everybody laughs, good times. Get to the lodge, bring in their stuff. They reserved a room for me. Lucky ass motherfucker. Crash in a studio apartment space. Dig the view. Can't smoke inside, have to smoke by the SUV. Late at night, get up to piss, decide to smoke too. Leaning on the truck all bundled up. Here's some coyotes in the distance. Fucking hate Maine. Puff, puff, puff. About ready to stamp out the cigarette when I hear a coyote cry in agony just beyond the headlights of the SUV. Hear bones snapping. Holy shit, what the fuck? Remember Burger Chief's friends. Shut headlights off and climb into the SUV. Lock doors. Something heavy bumps into the ass end of the SUV, rocks it a little. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Pull hat down over eyes. Can't eat me if I'm under a blanket. Hopefully hats qualify. Hear heavy breathing on the window next to me. It goes away. Wait for 20 minutes and then click on the headlights. Snowing its ass off. Get out and book it to the lodge. Find bloody footprints under the fresh snow. Looks like a regular dude, size 10 shoe maybe. Damn, nigga, you crazy. Cover up the bloody stuff with snow before the family wakes up. Just me posting, huh? Fine then. Still at lodge, eating breakfast the next morning. Family comes by and waves. Dad explains to me that they want to go into the town and buy a new snowboard for Junior, and the girls want to go shopping for cute snow gear. Totally cool with that. Get me the fuck off this mountain of death! Notice a bloody streak on the back gate. Wipe it off with a handful of snow. Teen girl asks what I'm doing. Just wiping off some crud from the road. Are you going to watch this while you're in town? Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Drop family off, go to wash the truck. Sparkly clean. Brain can, however, still see blood smear in the back gate though. Pick them up and return to the mountain. Why? Back in where I was before, parallel to this end of the lodge. Mountain Ranger approaches me as I get out of the SUV, already dropped the family off.
Where were you last night?
Yep. Came out to have a smoke. Some weird stuff happened.
Animal weird?
I shake my head and explain what happened. She nods and blows me off until I dig up the snow and show her the blood.
There's a bear down here.
What the fuck? Since when do bears have man feet?
Did you tell anyone?
Who would believe me?
I'm going to talk to the other rangers. We'll shut this side of the mountain down if we think there's trouble.
So, keep my mouth shut.
That would be best until we do something. This mountain is loaded with daredevils. Somebody will go looking for the bear.
Right, thanks. She goes back to patrolling, staying clear of the tree line from where the noises came from. Last chapter of Weekend of Horror on Murder Mountain. Fuck, I hate that place. Smoke during the day. If I go out at night, I stay close to the building and hang out at the hot springs. Swanky artificial ones. There's a bar, but I can't drink. Cool guy, taxi guy. Drinking a Pepsi, smoking a few while I listen to the Saturday night band. Family is upstairs in the grand hall having some fancy-ass family reunion. Chilling with the bartender and a couple of ski bunnies that I've been having breakfast with for a few days. Coyotes again. Heart rate picks up. Are they annoying you or what? I asked the bartender.
They're a bad omen. Coyotes don't come this far up the mountain unless there's a fresh kill, or something has chased them up.
Jesus Christ, man, are you a fucking movie character? Well, where's the lighting and dramatic organ? He laughs and shakes his head.
Nothing can get you here. It's too noisy.
Right. Relax a little. Stay a little later than I should have. Ski bunnies are drunk. We laugh it up some and I call it a night before I do something stupid. Totally forgot about staying close to the building. Hear heaving breathing from under the SUV. Freeze. Standing maybe 12 feet from the SUV, can't see what's under it. I don't want any trouble, I say with a stern voice. 2 a.m. You just stay under there and I'll go inside, I say, backing away from the SUV towards the entrance to my room. The breathing slows down as something crawls around under there like it's making a nest or some freaky ass shit. I open my door and it stops crawling. I see hot breath rising from underneath the running boards, as if it's coming out from under the truck. I don't want to know what you are! Fall through the door and kick it shut behind me. Spin around and put my back against the door. Nothing. No noise. Shut off the yard light that had illuminated the SUV in that thing's breath. Get up in the morning and call the ranger down. Stay in a room until she comes to the door. Knocking makes me shit myself. Peek through the door.
What's up, David?
Remember that bear?
Yes?
I point through the door towards the SUV where some serious marks had been left.
What happened?
I come out when you pull your gun out and point it at the truck. I'm not taking any risks. We approach the SUV. She has her gun ready. There's a ton of marks all over the place like it scooped snow under the SUV and then pushed it out. She kicks the snow under the SUV and nothing happens. I pull out the keys and hit the panic button. Horns, sirens, lights, but nothing under it.
Must have left in the night,
she says, kneeling down. Holy fuck, you're nuts! I step back as she peeks under the truck and immediately backs away, standing up in a hurry. Jaw skyface.jpg. What? What did it do? Did it hurt the SUV?
No, it pissed and shit all over the place.
Are you fucking kidding me? I moved the SUV and sure enough, it pissed and shit all over the place. Rolled around in it even. No fresh snow. Those are people tracks. That's the same foot.
Seems like you've got a friend, David.
You know what? Fuck you, I say, rubbing my forehead.
Excuse me?
She asks. Sorry. This is just crazy. Are you guys gonna shut down the mountain?
Yes, this is too close to the law to be brushed off. Whoever did this needs to be chased off or captured.
Oh, sweet Jesus, thank you. Family and I book it. Get a call from the ranger a few days later. She says they never found the guy that did it, but the urine and shit samples came back positive for human. She asked me again what I saw the night I pulled the hat over my face. I told her jack shit. Never returned to Murder Mountain. Family hasn't either. But I did travel with them a few more times. Haunted docks, anyone? Burger Baron doesn't ride anymore. Last time I talked to him, he called Central and asked for Uncle Josh. The office knows that it's my nickname, I guess. I get on the phone. Hey, Chief. Been a few months. How are you and your friends?
We're good. Listen, Josh, this is important.
I put him on speakerphone. The whole office shuts up and leans in. Okay, Chief, what is it?
Josh. The dog catches the clover.
And he hung up. Boom, done. Haven't heard from him in 3 years. As I've said, Maine is a haunted ass fucking place. Stephen King isn't lying, shit is for real up here. The following spring after Murder Mountain, Central tells me that the family is back and they want to go down east. Eastport. Holy fuck, far away. Hey, new Escalade, and I like the family anyway. BTW, piss and shit smell wouldn't leave the air system of the SUV. Ditched it, we upgraded to a new one. Roll up to the airport. Everyone's happy to see me. Dad shakes my hand and asks me how the Burger Baron's doing. Tell him I haven't heard from him in a while. We laugh about him again. So, it's a long-ass ride from the airport to Eastport. Naturally, they pick an old-ass B&B to stay in. I, however, opt out of chilling with them and book a room right on the water. They're about 15 minutes away from me. Dad asks if I want to stay, and I tell him they should enjoy the weekend together, and that I smoke. He understands and we exchange cell phone numbers. So the first night, I'm sitting on the back of the deck of this place, outside of a restaurant downstairs, smoking with a guy from New York who hates Maine, but his wife loves it. I'm fucking fed up with this wilderness shit, he tells me, waving his Jack and Ginger around. I know what it is because I ordered a peach smoothie and the bar handles everything but coffee and soda. Preaching to the choir. If I could afford it, I'd be in Japan. Why Japan? Really? You don't know why? No, it's full of sex-free. Oh. I tip my smoothie to him. We tap glasses and laugh. I hear a splashing below us. Mind you, the deck hangs over the water by a good 8 to 10 feet. I put my drink down and step onto the railing, leaning over. It's just a gentle tide smacking against the rocks. Just sounds like splashing. Paranoid after Murder Mountain. I sit back down and light up another cigarette. New Yorker asks me what's up. Thought I heard a struggle down there. Standing on the balcony outside of my room, looking out over the moonlit bay. Damn, if it didn't suck so hard here. Smoking again, tapping a can of Pepsi against the railing. Hear the splashing again. Look down, I can see the rocks again. Lots of bubbles down there now. Tides aren't shifting. Hey! Anybody down there? I shout down. No reply, just more bubbles from the rocky area. I shrug it off. Scary ocean shit. I tap the ashes off my cigarette and lay my head against the railing. It's quiet apart from the splashing. It stops suddenly. I look down again, and my Pepsi can gets sucked out of my hand. Mind you, I'm on the 3rd floor. Swoop, down into the bubbles. Fuck! I throw my cigarette after and turn away from the railing. The splashing starts again, and my Pepsi can is smacking against the rocks. The smacking gets rhythmic. Tap, tap, tap. Pause, pause, pause. Tap, tap, tap. Pause, pause, pause. I go down and put an end to the noise. There's a rocky beach down there underneath the deck. I climb down to go get my Pepsi can. Why the fuck am I doing this? Oh yeah, too paranoid to listen to ghosts tap the can all night. I lean over the rocks and grab the can. I pull it up out of the water and then dump the seawater out of it. I climb back up from the beach and toss the can into the trash nearest where I climbed up from. As soon as the can hits the bottom of the barrel, I hear a boat rub up against the dock. Shit, fuck, it's gonna eat me! I spin around with my fists up, like I'm gonna punch the Kraken or something. Oh, it's just a boat. This is God telling me to stop smoking. I set my hand down on one of the pylons that poke up from the dock supports, and I discover my cigarette is under my hand. Huh, lucky me. The ash broke off, so I light it again, and look at the boat rubbing the dock. It's a cabin cruiser. The name on the ass end of it is Sea Toy. Sea Toy rubs up against the dock again and again as I'm smoking. I step off the pylon dock and onto the floating dock. I grab Sea Toy's rope and wrap it around one of the weird boat tie thingies. It stops rubbing finally. I turn around and there's another cigarette on the pylon above. I still have mine. Hey, okay, time for bed. I rush up the gangway to the pylon dock and throw my cigarette over the edge. Get to my room and lock the door. Nope, no, so much no. Too much lactose. You're having visions. I pull the shades over the glass that leads to the balcony. Early in the morning, I wake up to find that the curtains are knocked off the railings and the glass door is wide open. Oh God, it knows where I sleep. I fix everything as best as I can and lock the balcony door this time. The family and I explore Eastport for a while before they rent a sailboat and go off pretending to be pirates. At the hotel, the New Yorker says he heard me last night. I tell him what happened and he laughs at me and offers to buy me breakfast. We have breakfast and his wife nags him to go sailing. I guess they sailed up here. My face when he owns the Sea Toy. I spend the morning sipping Pepsi and texting a friend back home about what's going on. The splashing starts again. I ignore it and go inside again to find my room messed up. The housekeepers say it's not them. When Dad, Mom, and the kids get back, I ask them if there's a room at the B&B. I stay with them for the rest of the weekend. At Eastport Inn, the owners have hired a medium to entertain the guests tonight. Spooky time, right? Springtime spooky shit. What the fuck? So I hang out with Dad in the back of the den while the family and a couple of newlyweds get right into the action. This gypsy-looking woman comes into the room, and the owners shut off the lights and light candles. Here we go. Dad and I have to shut off our phones. Makes the ghosts mad. Sure. We both watch as this lady starts walking around the room, waving her hand over people's heads. She says some superficial stuff about the kids and newlyweds. Tells Mom that Dad thinks she's pretty. Duh. She gets to me. I give her a glare. She smirks and grabs my cheeks.
And you have been marked.
The fuck you say? Marked? I'm freaked out now.
You're marked. It's something to do with your smoking.
Oh, hell nah. I pull her hands from my face and Dad waves her off. What the hell is that about? He asks. I explain the cigarette and the sea toy, my room and the splashing. He shakes his head. He doesn't know about Murder Mountain, by the way. I rub my forehead as she goes on about a maiden that died at the docks. Vengeful husband drowned her after she fell in love with a highwayman. Dad nudges me. I wave a hand, too interested not to listen to her. She goes on to say that the husband killed her when he smelled the cigar of the highwayman on her. Dad begins to chuckle. I nudge him and he starts laughing out loud. I get up and leave. We leave Eastport, and the dad teases me about my ghost girlfriend the whole way back to the airport. Last summer, get a call from Central to go pick up at one of the shitty hotels across town. I wheel in and pick up a scraggly-looking guy. Long hair, balding on top, smells like piss and weed. He asked me to turn the car radio off and my taxi radio. I can't cut communications with Central.
Just don't talk on it while I'm in here.
Fair enough. We go to Goodwill. He pays in quarters and gets out. Joy, laundry money. A few hours go by and I get called to go get him. He comes out with a cartload of 80s tech. Radios, alarm clocks, record players, phones, and a couple of TVs. Oh, fuck me. I help him load all of it in, and we get back to the hotel room, but stop at a mom and pop shop so he can pick up a few bags of frozen dinners. Nice. So I help him unload this stuff into the hotel room. Room smells like piss and weed. He pays in quarters again. Hello, Coinstar. Next day I get a call to go get him again. I wheel in and find him standing in front of his room, facing the door dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow. One of those buycostumes.com ones. Fake hair, sticky beard, and shirt, hat, and the works. He slides on a pair of men in black shades and gets in the back. Ahoy, Captain. Where we be headin'?
Funny. Goodwill again. And shut the radio off.
Good enough. He asks me to wait while he goes in. He comes back with 2 gigantic speakers and we load them up. I help him unload them. He's nailed radios to the walls, and clocks are hung like Christmas lights. The record players are playing in reverse, and the TV screens are linked with bare copper wire in the shape of a square. He pays in quarters again. Hey, it's probably not okay to nail that stuff to the... He shuts the door in my face, and I hear him lock it up. Okay. Well, see you for breakfast then, I ask jokingly as I get back into my car. A few days go by, and I get a call from Central that the police department needs up to pick someone up at the hotel this guy was at. Captain Quaterbags must have gotten busted for defaming property. I roll up and get out. My cop buddy was the one who called. He tells me that Captain Quaterbags got his hand on a shotgun and shot his caseworker when she finally tracked him down. Vietnam War veteran. She's in ICU and he's nowhere to be found. He opens the door and this guy had gone epileptic Spider-Man all over the inside of the hotel room with copper wire. I look to my cop friend who then asks me what I know about this stuff. I confess to knowing that he nailed shit to the walls, but not this level of crazy. I tell him about the stuff he had bought and how he dressed. A few weeks go by and my cop friend calls to tell me that now that the investigation is over, I should probably know that they found him cocooned in the copper wire. His body was all charred up and jerkied after being cooked by the wiring. Why did I need to know this? He tells me not to take this personally, and in the future to tell him when weird stuff like this happens. So, I should just put you on speed dial. Morning, noon, and night, he said. We don't talk about that, at all. I never saw the guy's body, but it just sounds disgusting anyways. So, this is from over the winter, December. Have a regular transport with a mentally challenged client. Cool guy, not big on talking, unless it's a pretty girl. Driving on a sloppy road, plow guys are slacking. Splish Splash might be taking a bath soon, so I slow down as we come to the steep hill, and the tires give. Ass into the car comes around like the trunk is gonna lead the way now. Oh fuck nah. I cut back into the drift and tap the accelerator so the rear straightens up. Fishtail for maybe 100 feet until we get to the bottom of the hill. Phew. My client, let's call him Shyeyes, giggles a little bit and I laugh too. We're friends. I'm stopped, giggling like a little kid when a blue light appears in my rear view. Cops? Is not having an accident illegal now? No. Something comes over the hill and up into the air, Duke Boy style. Slush and shit rains down from my car, and being the idiot I am, I cover my head like I'm gonna get rained on. In the car. Derp. Blue light comes over the top of the taxi. Bam, in December, old Mr. Sun is just getting up. Orange skies frame icy blue triangle that glides just above my car and slows down, like it's saying it's sorry. Shyeyes leans up to the glass of the windshield and looks up at it. I keep away from the glass. It doesn't fly away, it just fades out. It kind of reminded me of the condensation evaporating off a cold glass. Shyeyes doesn't remember it like I do. He just remembers me being a dumbass and nearly getting us killed pretending to be Paul Walker. This is a short one, but you can probably experience it too up here. Late October, a few days before Halloween. Driving on a rainy night. How do I get talked into this? Leaves falling out of the trees getting stuck to the windshield. It's a fun time. I roll the window down to smoke. Cigarette dangling out of the window while I cruise down to the next city along the coast to pick up a homeless guy and bring him to a hospital up my way that'll take him. Groovy tunes on radio. I come around a tight bend and I hug the line a little closer than I should have. White Toyota's in my lane. Holy fucking shit, I'm gonna die! Jerk the wheel to narrowly miss the car. Come to a stop to get my wits. Crazy fucking kids. This is what MTV gave us. Frazzled, I lost my cigarette. Light another one and park for a minute. Puffing to some White Lion. Tapping on the side of my car, listening to the music. Some guy grabs my arm and leans in. You okay, mate? I smack his arm away and lean away from the window. Fuck you! I shout like that's gonna scare off the woods demon that tried to tear my arm off. Friendly middle-aged guy, greased hair, shit-stained mustache. Hey man, just checking on you. Glance in my rear view and spot the Toyota sitting behind me. Whoa, man. You scared the shit out of me. Sorry. I said hello, but I guess the music was too loud. You're okay, right? Yeah. Sorry for yelling. Nah, it's cool. There are a couple of deer on the road up ahead. Watch yourself. I nod and he gets in his car and pulls away. I take a minute and cool off. I put it in gear and roll on. Round the bend he was talking about and come to a screeching stop. Turn sideways in the road. That's not a fucking deer. That's not even a couple of fucking deer. Middle of the road stands a moose over top of a dead moose's body. Moose is ripped to shreds. Got hit by a moose blender or something. Other moose is standing guard. I inch up on the guardian moose as it lowers its head ready to charge. I stop and beep the horn. It lifts its head and steps aside. I cruise by slowly. Moose turns its head as if it's scoping me out for the guy who did this to its wife, buddy, whatever. I pull beyond the moose and stop, looking back through my mirror, and the other moose lays down next to the dead one. Okay, time to leave. I get the guy and come back the same way, cause there's no other road that is as direct. Past the moose carcass, but no guardian moose. Round the bend again and discovered that it's been hit by a dump truck. Took its head clean off. Slowed down as we passed the head, and those damn eyes were looking at me. I felt like it anyway. Fuck this shit. Drive off. Passenger was asleep anyway. Anon asks, where are you? Like, state. I don't want to know where you sleep and shit. Theory. Spy plane that went kablooey when it hit the upper atmosphere. They tell us Loring Air Force Base is decommissioned and is just used to repaint and service Humvees. That's bullshit. You know it and I know it. Spy planes take off, supersonic, hits atmosphere, snaps in half, boom. What I'm told. Best part of taxiing is government loves to truck people through. Black Shades guy and his blondie assistant get picked up in Portland. Transport them to the Air Force Base in Bangor. Neither of them talks. I ask about it. They shake their heads. I shrug. Roll up. Guy at the gate asks for papers. CIA types don't do papers. Gate guy gets miffed, asked for ID. CIA hands him a letter. He radios the instructions into the base. Humvee rolls up to the gate. The gate opens, and the gate guy leads me in, walking just ahead of my bumper. Humvee opens up from inside. Humvee opens from the inside. Dark Shades and Blondie get out and get into the Humvee. Get turned around by gate guy. Pull up to the gate and pull down my sunglasses, staring at the guy. You know what? That guy's an asshole.
Expect us to go to war with Russia any day now.
He waves me on. Oh, thank God I'm diseased.